Continuamos então, we'll continue with the Manjushri Namasangiti, or Japava. And so, professing the qualities of Manjushri, and we'll use the version of Special Event. It's slightly different than new translation. In Sanskrit, Arya Manjushri Namasangiti. In Tibetan, Papa Jampagi, Tsenyang Dampa Joka. The perfect perfection of the qualities of Manjushri. Homage to the youthful Manjushri. And then glorious Vajradhara, supreme subduer of those hard to tame. Victor's hero of the three worlds, secret victor, Vajralord, with the eyes like blooming white lotuses and the face like a lotus in full moon, flourished the supreme Vajra in his hand, again and again. Within him were limitless Vajrapanis, Howard Brown, and all the others, the heroic subduers of those hard to tame. Their demeanor fierce and frightening, and hands brandishing Vajras, with radiant tips, with great compassion and passion skill, and a joyous and rapturous state of mind. They superbly perform the welfare of beings, and in wrathful physical form, they masterfully perform enlightened activity. While bowing in reverence, they offer homage to the Tathagata Bhagavat, the Lord Bhagavata Tathagata, the perfect Buddha, and joining their palms together, presented themselves and made this request. Ubiquitous Lord, for our benefit, for our welfare, out of loving concern for us, explain to us how to attain and manifest perfect awakening to the magical network. To heal all sentient beings whose minds are troubled by disturbances, who are mired in the mud of ignorance, so they might obtain the highest fruition. Perfect Buddha Bhagavat, Guru of peace, teacher, know of the true nature, the great Samaya, with your supreme understanding of their ideas and abilities, please teach us about the wisdom being Manjushri, the Bhagavat's wisdom Kaya, the great Ushnisha, the master of words, the wisdom Kaya that is self-existing, whose name is the supreme expression of perfection, whose meaning is vast, whose meaning is profound, whose meaning is unrivaled in grandeur and mutually tranquil, virtuous as the first, in the middle, and in the end, as spoken by the Buddhas of the past, and the Buddhas of the future too will proclaim, that which the Buddhas who appear at the present state over and over again, that which is the great magical network Tantra, great Vajradhara, to the delight of numberless holders of secret mantra, joyful singers, Lord, so that we might come to hold the secrets of all perfect Buddhas, and to reach certainty, our resolve shall remain steady. To remove all disturbance and dispel all ignorance, please bestow instructions upon sentient beings that suit their diverse mentalities. Lord of Secrets, Vajrapani, thus put his request to the Tathagata, in respect and remaining before him. Then Bhagavad Shakyamuni, the perfect Buddha, supreme among prophets, extended his long and broad and tongue from his mouth, and exhibiting a smile that illuminates the three worlds, subdues the four Mara enemies, and purifies the three inferior migrations of sentient beings, with the eloquent speech of Brahma, reaching throughout the three worlds, spoke once more to the mighty one, Vajrapani, Lord of Secrets. Very well, glorious Vajradhara. Vajrapani, listen to me diligently, that what shows reflection, great compassion, and are determined to help beings. For that reason, Lord of the Secrets, I will teach you well to speak the names of wisdom bodies, Vanjushri, which are highly significant, which purity to purify you from strong actions, and listen with your full attention. That is wonderful Bhagavad Gita. Then the Buddha Bhagavad Shakyamuni fully surveyed the great lineage of all secret mantra, the lineage of holders of secret mantra, and Vidya mantra, and the three lineage. He surveyed the worldly and transworldly lineage, the great lineage that illuminates the world, the supreme Mahamudra lineage, the great Mahaushnisha lineage. And then the master of words spoke this verse containing the six sovereigns of secret mantra, concerning that which arises known to worthy and is unborn. A, A, I, U, E, U, A, Sita, To, Ridi, Jnana, Murti, Raham, Buddha, Bodhanam, Rida, Artinam, Om Vajratikshta, Dika, Cheda, Prajnajnana, Udaye, Jnanakaya, Vagishvara, Arapachana, Yatinama. In this way, the Buddha Bhagavat, the perfect Buddha, appears from A. Aha is the supreme among all syllables, highly meaningful, the sacred letter, arising from within it is unborn. Free of linguistic formulations, it is the supreme cause of all expressions, and make our words mutually clear. Great offering and great desire, it brings joy to all sentient beings. Great offering and a great aggression is the greatest foe of all emotional disturbances. Great offering and great obtuseness is wise dullness removes stupidity. Great offering and great wrath is the greatest foe of intense anger. Great offering and great passion, it dispels all passion. Great wish, great happiness, great joy, great delight, great form and great figure too. Great completion and great health. Great in name as well and great in scope. His great mandala is expansive. He bears the great weapon of prajna, the greatest iron hook for mental disturbances. Illustrious and highly renowned, is the most vivid and very clear. The skilled one is master of great magic. Great magic accomplishes all. Great magic is joy beyond joy. Great magic employs optical illusions. He is the foremost great patron, the supreme presenter of our discipline. He has the stability of great forbearance, and is unrelenting in great diligence. Abiding in the samadhi of great mental equipoise, he holds the corpus of great prajna, with a great might and superior method, aspirations on an ocean of wisdom. His nature of great love is without bound. His great compassion is finest sentiment. He possessed the great prowess of prajna, great expertise and highest skill. He bears the power of great miracles, great strength and great alacrity, great miracles of highest renown. His powerful one who overwhelms others. He crushed the great mountain of existence, and yielding and bearing the great Vajra, with great ferocity, great wrath, terrifier of the most frightening, great protector of superior lineage, supreme guru of secret mantra, who adheres to the ways of Mahayana, the supreme approach of Mahayana. Buddha Mahavairochana, the Mahamuni, possessed great might. He arises from the great approach of secret mantra. He embodies the great approach of secret mantra. He has gathered the 10 paramitas, abides in the 10 paramitas. He is the purity of the 10 paramitas, the system of the 10 paramitas, the Lord with mastery of the 10 grounds. He is who abides on the 10 grounds. He embodies the totally pure 10 discernments. He is the exponent of the totally pure 10 discernments, the pursuit of 10 hands and 10 aspects. The Lord of Munis, the victorious master of the 10 powers, achieves the goals of all. He is the great master of tenfold powers. He personifies simplicity without origin, personifies the true nature, personifies purity. He speaks the truth and his words are consistent. He does exactly what he says he will do. He teaches non-duality without duality. He dwells at the pinnacle of perfection, and with lion's roar of lack of self, strikes terror in the prey of inferior identities. He accomplishes the hands and beings everywhere, as swiftly as the thoughts of the Tathagatas. Victory defeats the enemy, full victorious, most powerful Chakravartin, chariot of the assembly, leader of the assembly, head of the assembly, master of the assembly, is laden without charity, holds the most precious great might, is the great way beholder to no water, master of words, lord of language, gifted speaker, eloquent and fluent. His words are true and spoken truly. He is the teacher of the four truths, non-returner who will not regress, conductor and rhino-like solitary victor, arising through various ways of reaching certainty, sole source of the great elements, Bhikshu Arat, who has exhausted the defiled, whose faculties are controlled and forced from desire. He has found happiness and attained fearlessness. He is coolly composed and uninterpreted, has both vision and actuality. The Sugata is the world's greatest skills, not grasping at mind and not clinging to me. He dwells in the core of the two truths. He has reached the very end of samsara. His work is done, he rests on dry land. Holy wisdom produces his appearance. With the weapon of prajna he conquers all. The Dharma king has the clarity of sacred Dharma, the finest source of illumination in the world. The master of Dharma, king of Dharma, the revealer of the excellent path. He accomplishes aims, fulfills wishes, thus disposes all conceptual thought. The non-conceptual expanse is inaudible. The sacred expanse of Dharma knows no end. He possesses merit, accumulates merit, and with wisdom, the most extraordinary wisdom, knows that there is and is not. He has gathered the whole of due accumulation. His eternal all-victorious yoga, mental stability to be conceivably the highest intelligence, unshakable, precise, and intimate knowledge, first and most exalting, bearing the three kayas, embodiment of the five Buddha kayas, or victorious Lord of the five wisdoms, crowned Lord of the five wisdoms, highest creator of all the Buddhas, the holy and superior child of the Buddhas. Through knowledge, raised from existence without a place of birth, what arises from Dharma dispels phenomenal existence. The singular, invincible Vajra entity, dispatcher at the moment of creation, appearing just naturally from space, blazing prajna wisdom, great light that makes all things perceptible, sparkling stirring of wisdom, wisdom torch, butter lamp for beings, great majesty and omniscience, sovereign over supreme mantra, king of Vidya mantra, king of secret mantra, producing the great result, great Ushnisha of marvelous honor, master of space, revealed diversity, paramount Kaya of all Buddhas with an eye for the light of all intelligent beings, in multiple forms of his own design, Marco and other great Rishi, secret mental order in contrast with the tree lineage, whose great Samaya of the secret mantra takes charge, principal one who takes on the three jewels, teacher of the three superior vehicles, how victorious and Moga Pasha, Vaja Lasso of mighty grip, Vaja Rook and great lasso, Vajrabarava, who caused fear, king of the wrathful with the six frightening faces, six eyes and six hands, powerful with skeletons and various fangs, with an 100 hala faces, Yamantaka, ruler of the obstructures, with Vajra strength that generates fear, illustrious Vajra, Vajra heart, robust, magical Vajra, Vajra created, Vajra master, Vajra heart-like space itself, immovable one with hair-breadth bound in a single plate, dropped in a raw elephant hide, billowing ha-ha loudly, striking fear with a shot of hey-hey. His powerful laughter carries far, his Vajra laughter strongly thunders, Vajra being, great heroic being, Vajra king, great bliss, fierce Vajra, great joy, Vajra of whom proclaiming home, wielding a Vajra harrow as a weapon, his Vajra sword cuts through anything. The Vajra bearer rules all Vajras, the singular Vajra that illuminates conflict with unbearable blazing Vajra eyes. Even his hairs are blazing Vajras. The great discharge of descending Vajras. His 100 eyes are Vajra eyes. All the hairs of his body are Vajras, hairs of his unique body. Vajra grows from the tips of his nails. His skin is the surface of Vajra essence. Holding a Vajra rosary, his splendid bedecked in Vajra jewelry, he projects his piercing ha-ha laugh with assurance. His six syllables are Vajra sound, and the great sound of Mahamudrosha, one sound reaching the three realms of existence, that sound that carries to the hands of space the very best among all types of sounds. Perfect lack of self-identity, the true nature, final perfection that is not linguistic, discourse on emptiness that eats the ranks, proclamation of the vast and profound, the great sound of the Dharma conch, the great sound of the Dharma Gama, that transports through non-abiding nirvana, the greatest Dharma drum in 10 directions, formless, holy, and excellent form, with manifold mentally generated forms, glorious among all apparent forms, capturing the image of every form, indomitable, known for his greatness, the great master of the three domains, abides far above the noble path, great dispensation, pinnacle of Dharma, with one's youth's body of the three worlds, a sage, an elder, a leader of beings of the nine ranks, bearer of the 32 major marks, and some beauty in the three worlds, teacher of the world's finest arts, fearless acharya of the world, beloved defender of the world, peerless refuge and protector, whose experience spans the hands of space, the sea of omniscient wisdom which cracks open the shell of ignorance, destroyer of the web of phenomenal world that pacifies each and every afflicted mind state. He has gone to the far shore of Samsara's ocean, wears the diadem of wisdom empowerment, and carries the gems of the perfect Buddhist, and uses the suffering as a threefold suffering, removing three countless are delivered to the threefold liberation, certainly free of all obscurations. He abides in space-like equanimity, and has left behind all stains of mental afflictions. Comprehending the three times and eternity, he is the great leader of all sentient beings, crowned among all those with qualities, fully free of all bodily guise, serenely abides in the light place of space, holder of the great wish-fulfilling jewel, universal Lord, master of all that is precious, towering wish-fulfilling tree, capricious excellent ways, whose actions achieve the hands of all sentient beings, altruistically of sentient beings, he knows good from bad, and when it is time, universal master who knows Samaya and old Samaya. He knows how to be timely, knows the faculties and drive of sentient beings. Expert in the three modes of liberation, he possesses and appreciates good qualities, knowing Dharma, the auspicious source of auspiciousness, most auspicious of all that is auspicious, famously auspicious with extended virtues, great assurance and great celebration, great joy and great revelry, spectacular veneration and reverence, supremely joyful, renowned and glorious, supremely endowed, first at bestowing the best, holiest refuge and worthiest source of refuge, ideal refuge from the enemy worthiness, dispeller all anger, tooth braided lock and strands, plates, munja and crowning dragons, it has 5 faces, 5 long locks of hair, 5 jeweled strands in the forward clasp, shivered head with refined comportment. His brahmacharya conduct is the highest discipline. He has completed all austerities, great ascetic only Rishi Gautama. Through Brahmin, no sanctity, transcender of misery was attained through purity, liberated and free as the body of complete freedom, totally liberated and pacified as true peace, transcending misery as reached nirvana, as approached nirvana in the finest way, leading away both happiness and suffering, as reached finality, free of passion, transcender of the imputed, indomitable, incomparable, nothing manifests, appears, or needs illumination. Unchangeably, he is all pervasive and all possessing, subtle without the seeds of defilement, free of blemish, free of blemishes, he is stainless, and unfolds and is devoid of error. Why, the awake master of alertness is the only one who knows, who sees all. He has gone beyond ordinary states of consciousness, epitomized non-dual wisdom that is non-conceptual and spontaneously present. Creation of Buddhas, past, present, and future, Buddha without beginning or end, the original Buddha without a cause, single wisdom high, free from fault, Tathagata, embodiment of wisdom, master of words, great speaker, primary speaker, king of speech, exalted spiritual and superior level. He is the undoubted lion of speech, seeing and supremely joyful, majestic figure delights to be alone. Blazing with a brilliant light and note of glory, his hands shine with blazing light. Shiva paramount healer, greatest reliever of pain, fruitful tree of all medicines, great panacea for all diseases, most winsome of the three worlds, he is a glorious mandala among stars constellations, as the farthest reach of space and the 10 directions, he firmly plants the picture diamond. Wherever he goes, he bears the vast parasol of the mandalas of love and compassion, glorious lotus lord of dance, great monarch of the precious parasol, great majesty of all the Buddhas, embodiment of all the Buddhas' kayas, great yoga of all the Buddhas, sole doctrine of all the Buddhas, glorious, precious Vajra power, Lord and Master of all that is precious, Lokeshvara reigns over all, leader of all Vajra wonders, great heart of all Buddhas, guided in the heart of all Buddhas, great Kaya of all Buddhas, is the speech of all Buddhas too, great radiance of the Vajra sun, stainless light of the Vajra moon, great passion of freedom from desires, effulgent with multicolored light, in Vajra posture of full enlightenment, propounder of the Dharma for transient beings, glorious lotus-born Buddha, holder of the treasury of omniscient wisdom, monarch with mastery of manifold magic, great holder of secret mantra and Vidya mantra, sharp Vajra and large sword, supreme fully pure letter, great vehicle that cuts off suffering, great weapon of the Vajra Dharma, emperor of Vajra profundity, Vajra intellect that sees things as they are, perfection of all paramitas, bedecked in the ornament of all Buddhists, completely pure Dharma, no self-identity, finest moonlight of perfect wisdom, most assiduous magical network, the supreme master of all tantras, in full perception of the Vajra seat, commanding our wisdom kayas, Samantavada of exemplary intellect, Shitigarbo supports all beings, great art of all the Buddhas, source of the manifold emanation cycles, supreme nature of all entities, encompassing the nature of all entities. This unborn Dharma exhibits endless relation, comprising the very essence of dharmas. Great Prajna in instant comprehends all dharmas, directly realizes all dharmas. Triumphant over superior powers in the fixed spirits, personification of sheer lucidity and stillness, bearing the body of all perfect Buddhas, directly manifest to all Buddhas the most luminous flame of wisdom. Holy One who fulfills all desired aims and fully purifies all inferior realms, Lord who reigns supreme over sentient beings, emancipates all sentient beings with singular power and the conflict with pleasures. He crushes the arrogant enemy ignorance, glorious, astute, and attractive, steady and bearing the robust form, moving all 100 of his hands, dancing in a striding manner, each of one under the elegance and spirit, dancing everywhere throughout space. The entire span of the earth mandala's surface he presses down with the sole of one foot, while he pins down the Dharma's realm with just the edge of the nail of his big toe. One in meaning, non-dual and ultimate Dharma, ultimate truth that is unassailable, which takes on forms with diverse capacities and a richly diverse continuum of consciousness, delighting in every object and indemnity, a passionate intellect that delights in emptiness while devoid of all worldly desires, taking greatest joy in truthful existence, white and clean like cloud, like the fine light of autumn moonlight, stunning as the sun distant down, the lustre of his nails is mostly red. Of the crest of his azure lovely diadem, his fine hair is bound like a blue sapphire. He has a strikingly beautiful great jewel and wears the Buddha's emanations as ornaments. He moves under the worldly realms as one, carries the great powers of the legs of miracles, and retains perfect recollection of reality. King of Samadhi with fourfold mindfulness, branches of awakening, fragrance with flowers, great sea of the Tathagata's qualities, seeing the Eightfold Path unfolding, understanding the path of perfect Buddhas, lovely disposed toward sentient beings, yet free of passion like space itself, attuned to the minds of all sentient beings, swift as the thoughts of sentient beings, knowing the abilities and goals of all sentient beings, steals away the minds of all sentient beings. He knows the five aggregates, true and reality, possesses the five fully pure aggregates. He abides in the family of full renunciation, is expert in all aspects of renunciation, is found on the paths of all renunciation, and teach all about renunciation. He exposes the 12 branches of the root of existence, embodies the 12 aspects of purity, exemplifies the operations of the Four Truths, possesses realization of eightfold consciousness and the 12 features of final truth. He sees the 16 aspects of reality as awakened in 20 respects, the complete Buddha with supreme omniscience, who dispatch countless millions of nirmanakayas of all Buddhas. He directly comprehends all in the instant, knows all things with a moment's attention. With the approaches of the various vehicles, he knows what is to be done for beings. Through 3 vehicles he brings deliverance, and through a single vehicle abides in fruition. He purifies all types of mental disturbance. He causes all karma to become exhausted. He trashes all rivers and oceans and reason from the yoga of isolation. Is permanently rid of primary, secondary, and fully flagged mental disturbances, along with all tendencies and impressions. Skilled in great compassion and understanding, he effectively accomplished the aims of beings, as abandoned all objects of perception, and put an all to objects of consciousness. Knowing how the minds of sentient beings work, knowing the minds of all enlightened beings, resides in the mind of all sentient beings, proceeds in harmony with the real way of thinking, and serene satisfaction to all sentient beings. Is the joy of every sentient being. He completes his mission free from confusion, completely rid of all mistakes, and his mind has no doubts about the three meanings. He has mastered the three qualities that serve all. He finally discerns the operation of the five aggregates, in every instant, past, present, and future, and is perfectly enlightened in a single instant. He exemplifies the nature of all Buddhas. Has no body, and so his bodies are sublime bodies. Realizing what bodies are in the end, displays a glorious variety of facets, like a great jewel or a precious crown. That which all Buddhas realize in surpassing awakening to enlightenment arises from secret mantra that has no syllables. Great secret mantra with a three lineage generates the full meaning of secret mantra. The great sphere is beyond words. Great emptiness has five syllables, and the empty sphere are mantra letters. Replete with all aspects and lacking any respect, with a bindu of half and half again of 16. Beyond reckoning or categorization, at the very peak of the four concentrations, permutations of the concentrations, seeing the range of samadhis and minds of others, with a body of samadhi with a supreme body, the Sambhogakaya that towers over all, the Nirmanakaya that is supreme Kaya, sustaining a flow of enlightened emanations, sending profuse emanations throughout the 10 directions, that accomplishes has been leading. Mightiest God, God of gods, Lord of Asuras, mightiest immortal, highest celestial, conqueror and ruler of all the conquerors. Teacher, Guru of treasured beings, most renowned throughout the universe for his great philanthropy of Dharma, clad in the breastplate of kindness, equipped with the armor of compassion, carrying the sword of prajna and bow and arrow to repel the attacks of pleasures and ignorance, the heroic hand and knee of those who subdue the Mars, who dispels the dangers of war Mars, who sends hordes of Mars to defeat. Perfect Buddha, guide of the world, worthy of worship, worthy of praise, object of homage, ever worthy of depiction, deserving respect, most honorable, finest Guru to whom homage is owed. He strides across the three worlds in a single step. Like space without any limit, he overwhelms all. Seeing the tree is clean and pure, possesses 6 paranormal perceptions and 6 powers of recollection. Bodhisattva and Mahasattva, great transcendent miracle worker, Prajna secures the final truth, the final paramita, knowing all about self, knowing all about others, the supreme individual of benefit to all, beyond compare, consummate master of knowing and the know, the principal patron of the Dharma, who reveals the meaning of the formulas, the highest object of being's reverence, his purity and glory, the final aim of those who commit. The greatest fortune of the three worlds, glorious one, creator of all goodness, Manjushri is glorious imminence. Homage to you, Supreme Varsha, who grants supremacy. Homage to you who have achieved perfection. Homage to you who arise from emptiness. Homage to you, enlightenment of all Buddhas. Homage to you, dwelling of the Buddhas. Homage to honor the wish of the Buddhas. Homage to you, the delight of the Buddhas. Homage, honor to the revel of the Buddhas. Homage to you, the smile of the Buddhas. Homage and honor to the laughter of the Buddhas. Homage to you, the very speech of the Buddhas. Homage and honor to the mind of the Buddhas. Homage to you who appears from nothing. Homage to you, the appearance of the Buddhas. Homage to you who appears from space. Homage to you who comes from wisdom. Homage to you, the best of magic of creation. Homage to you, the splay of the flowers. Homage to you, as all and does all. Homage to you, the true wisdom kind. Om Sarva Dharma Bhava Samama Vishuddha Vajra Chakra Prakriti Prashuddha Sarva Dharma Yeduta Sarva Tata Gata Janakaya Manjushi Parishuddhi Tam Upadayati Tam Ha Sarva Tata Gata Siddhaya Hara Hara Hum Hum Shri Bhagavan Janamurti Vagishvara Mahavatsa Sarvadaka Gagana Mala Supari Sudha Dharmadatu Janagarbha A. Then glorious Vajradhara joined his palm with gladness and joy and prostrated to the Lord Bhagavan Tathagata, the perfect Buddha. Thereafter the Lord Vajrapani, Bhuyapati, king of wrathful ones, of whose company, offered unreserved praise, and then these words: Lord, all of us rejoice. This is wonderful, truly wonderful, well said indeed. For all those helpless beings who yearn for the fruit of total liberation, and for us who propose the great purpose, which to attain complete and perfect awakening. This presentation of the approach of the magical network is the correct and superior path, profound, extensive, and vast, the great purpose that accomplished the aims of beings, the province of the Buddhas, as described by all perfect Buddhas. This completes the perfect exposition of the true names of Bhagavati Maharishi Janasattva, as spoken by the Bhagavad Tathagata Shakyamuni. Let's turn to page 150. The Sea of Two Relations. Above the translucent treasure waters of dual accumulation stands the mighty stream of Mandarava of dual wisdom, realizing the bounty of delectable discourse of the two modes. I recall the exemplary youth Manjushri again and again, the one with the scent of acclaim as a great personage, who unfolds 100 petals of power and fearlessness, is the masterful lake-born blossom heroic Manjushri, irreproachable charismatic of irrepressible altruism. Gentle God, the noblest of flowers, sprung from the robust white stalk of your aspirations, the 10,000 petals of your passionate disport encircle and embrace the farthest reach of time and space. The one who possesses a verdant bouquet of sublime benevolence, repeatedly clustered in enveloping folds, lower and exquisite expertise, is the Lord's sword bearer. Within the pleasant company of the best and noblest flowers, the enduringly sweet fragrance of discourse on interdependence clearly distinguishes the grandeur of your intellect, five-plated flower of wondrous renown. In the remarkable Sati forest of wisdom Dharani's, the stalk of the highly potent Chandana's power unleashes a smile with youthful bloom beguiled 100 times. The exploits of Champal power are legion. With solely the full moon of his wisdom vision, 100 white lotuses of brilliant discourse on the profound are opened. This is the style of youthful Manjushri, in which endless 10,000 constellations cannot compete. Thousands of swarming supplicant bees seeking their fortune are drawn in mass at the redolent fragrance of your prestige. Champal power dispenses the finest satiating honey, where the flower of the holy department, untouched by eight stones of wrongdoing, the protected petals of your four attractions cover the surface of earth. This flower of Dharma virtues gathered adorns the splendid conduct of youthful Manjushri. Any rains of battle and controversy that may fall only nurtures the blossoming of the flower of patience, never indulging aggression, oppression, or harsh speech, then to God only grows in stature. The well-made, highly stable stem of a lotus is nourished and persevered by the most due of diligence. Might not the white lotus of youthful Manjushri wisdom shine as long as the space itself endures? From the splendid white smile of the flower of Samadhi emerges the fragments of eyes and clairvoyance. The inexhaustible issue of the essence of all hearts, there is this magnificent domain of youthful Manjushri experience. Across the lake of the blossoming lotus of pristine prajna moves the liquid waves of recall and realization. The frolic of 100,000 geese on the discourse of the true meaning, the intellectual prowess of the youthful lion of eloquence. Although the shores of fathomless water treasures of the world flaunt 1,000 varieties of sprouting flowers, This place who has not been caught in the mud of craving and grasping is a memorial to profound patience. The wish-granting tree of wisdom that perceives the ultimate, with its unwelding root of the higher principles, and its ageless leaves and petals of consummate skill, is burgeoning in the flowers of the ten powers. In the lake of wisdom that knows out there and below, the continuous growth of flowers of completion, maturation, and purification, which carry the illustrious perfume of the accomplished one, the gentle God, the leader of the four nobles. Your supreme figures, plants and flowers of signs and marks of perfection. Your Brahmanic locution makes the flower of Dharma grows and spread. The flower of great intelligence is unparalleled. Supreme noble, supreme flower arrangement, sword bearer, single God, worthy of offerings, supreme field of offerings. May your wisdom vision receive the offering of this offering cloud, the expressions of veneration, in the cloud of the light, and continues to protect this world with your immense bounty of blessings. May I too gather from the garden of teaching the supreme vapor, garland of flowers of scripture realization, and sing these songs, exposition, debate, and composition, in time with the steps of my days of great tolerance. To continue the 7 on the page 160. In the ocean of past mind streams the terrible evil mistakes that were made because of the persistent insidious bounds of intense delusion. I reveal and confess all of them with heartfelt remorse. The one who is motivated to guide even when rejected, and when relied upon, place great awakening in one's fingertips. The wise spiritual friend, so wide of qualities, I reveal and confess my failure to serve him properly. Sublime essence among all teachings, Dharma Pitaka, the truly vast of the profound meaning that reveals the path of the ocean of waking conduct. I reveal and confess the grave error of abandoning it. The Muni says that self and other are exactly the same, and under the realms of sentient beings despite creatures, and yet incapable of fully grasping these points, and generate conflicts and longings. These I reveal and confess. I confess from my heart my actions that obscure the ocean of conducts of nature's sun, found in teaching, including the six transcendent virtues and the fourfold ornamental display of the Bodhisattvas. The hips that definitely turn back the lower realms and deliver one to the comforting release of the higher realms. I rejoice in the ocean of positive aspiration and discipline over engagement in the conduct of virtue's pure Dharma. I rejoice in the ocean of liberating deeds that definitely result in the accomplishment of supreme peace, full liberation from existence to the prajnas of learning, reflection, and meditation, which correctly observes the forward and reverse Four Noble Truths. I rejoice in the ocean of disciplines of the superior vehicle, whereby, upon realizing the unsurpassed Bodhidharma, in order to follow the tree or ocean of sentient beings, one accumulates great recollections of merit and wisdom. Through many unique features of the noble path, such as seeing and receiving teachings from countless pictures, they reveal their exalted and obscured state. I rejoice in the ocean of those familiar with ten Buddha. Having discovered the state of twofold purity for their own benefit, and fully pacified the back and forth of the different, they preserve in benefiting others as long as the universe endures. I rejoice in the ocean of enlightened activity. Those who are in position to be urged to serve Earth's lands, or worlds in an ocean of realms in the ten directions, I implore all of them to release the flow of Amrita and broadcast the great sound of Dharma. Lords who fully realize that the tree lineage, before the monarch of the tree, and enjoy the discipline of silence, in order to minister all the worlds and their gods, implore you to turn the paramount of Dharma Chakra. You fully cut through the artificial thought constructions of self and illustrate how to realize the meaning of ultimate truth. Please illuminate well the Dharma chakra of the great ocean of the remarkable path in the heavens above those who cling toward the true image. Protectors who teach the way beyond misery, who pay close attention to the streaming tears and anguish of those who in the miserable hovels of this world. Please remain to liberate beings as long as samsara endures. Be a merit field for the ocean of sentience. May the lives of supreme guides last beyond measure, and shine as marks of signs and balm for our eyes. May the winds of your activity never falter. In all my succession of lifetimes, may I find support with the special jewels of the four remarkable chakras, and complete qualities of pleasures and endowments, and recall the circumstances of my previous lives. By seeing that vegetable samsara is like a pit of fire, and yearning for freedom, may I be drawn to follow and take ordination from a peerless teacher, and bring honor to the assembly hall of the ocean it presents. In particular, may I receive tutelage from a Mahayana master, who provides the highs that seize the scriptures, and drinking the elixir of the spoken and formal instructions, discover a great and unceasing treasure of insight. May I purify my mind to the stages of common path, and train an incontrovertible bodhicitta, the uncommon and essential practice of great beings, to so enter the ocean conduct of virtue's shore. In extremely peaceful, isolated wilderness, through samadhi that is fully concentrated and undistracted, may I produce an offering of mental and physical clemency, so naturally loosen the bones of desire and emotion. May I pass through the doorways of profound emptiness and interdependence, supreme method for halting the roots of all faults, and may superior insight that transcends the five obscurations, sun of realization, shine from within. Having developed fine and flawless Dharma highest toward Dharmas, and possessing profound ultimate bodhicitta, through countless millions of aspiration prayers, I reach higher and higher on the noble ways. So empowered, accomplishing samadhi of virtue's children, the power of dharani, highest cognition, perfect awareness, an inconceivable and inexpressible example of freedom, may I complete my journey along the path, attaining the final superlative wisdom kaya, and the ocean-like treasure of powers and fearlessness, by the truths of consummating of three, perfection, maturation, and purification, may the true purpose that fulfill all needs and wants be achieved. Offering waters, flowers, incense, butter lamps, scents, food, music, and altars actually arranged, a cloud of offerings created by the Rani Vidya and imagination. I visualize them filling the sky. I offer them with reverence. Om Zat Arve Pama Upi Dupe Amiti. Alms of pure and impure trinities, the permutations of their names and forms of regions, and they are all under the concentration tracing themes, homage to the pure and form. Whenever mistakes and errors we have made here, such as through poor preparation or likewise from impure material and thoughts, confess from our hearts in our gracious presence. Rajagosha along with his mandala filling the sky, an ocean magnitude with affection and light smile. His soul to light, whose energy is that of unified wisdom of uncomposed Dharmata, beyond conception, a vibrant cloud mass of blessings which dissolves into the space of one's own faithful mind, such as the sun elements, spontaneous and untried wisdom and love, reigns there to please transient beings for as long as samsara remains, known to all the nature of empty awareness. Ah. matter, and properly practice spiritual instincts by all beings born and conscious. When the time comes for this life's perceptions of faith, may this God's kindness be on display, and by the power of His suffering and torment neutralized, and the transition occur in a state of peace and joy. When I die and pass on, without disruption of another rebirth, may I be born miraculously from the heart of lotus, the realm of happiness, and be nourished by the joy of perpetually beholding the Buddhist Dhamma, receiving from Him the nectar of formless instructions of vast and profound, and through participating in the sessions of the Mahayana and vast teachers' children, may the water treasure of studies spread like the sun. As soon as I am born, I obtain higher cognitions, powers, observe Buddhas and ground beyond imagining, travel without hindrance in order to achieve them, and uphold the Dharma treasures of all ages. Observing the resources of the multitude of fields, striving to recreate them with true, pure aspirations, may I employ multiple skills to guide all the beings, pure foods, rise death by disadvantage. In short, I rely on all the realizations and the 5,000 pentagrams in the essential features of superlative fields, where I pass through phenomenal appearances just like images, and then become just like you with perfect soul. Oh, abounding in marvelous qualities like a golden mountain, the protector of living worlds as revealed in the three saints. The Buddha's eyes like petals of fully bloomed lotus, and the magnificent genuine and complete teachings are known throughout the three worlds, and are revered by gods and universe. The sacred Dharma brings peace to all creatures, and with all the Dharma they are rich in auspicious studies, and the Sangha receives alms from gods, humans, and non-gods. The supreme unity and modesty is the basis of glory. And the longest of various teachings live now, that the people who hold the teachings cover the world's surface, and the wealth and concentration of the teachings increase. Now to recite his Holiness of the Lama. Lama prayer, page 174. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
We'll see if we can see together between the song and the cake.
Today you got the cake. The lunch should be at 12:15. We start at 1:30.